Hey guys, what's up? It's Deniz from Deniz World of Bodybuilding. Today I want to talk about Brandon Curry and how Phil Heath can beat him at the Mr.Olympia 2020. You also could say could beat him. We will see. Of course, this is all applicable for other bodybuilders also that will compete at this year's Mr. Olympia because you never know who the top two at the end will be. So let's start with the pictures. I want to present you pictures. I already did a few analyses in the last few weeks, and then I will just say what I think the weak points that Brandon has and where Phil is superior to Brandon and could beat him because of that. So let's just start from the front relaxed pose. I mean, relaxed is just saying it because they're still, they're still flexing, so to say, but it's just this front relaxed pose. Here you actually see it's not that bad. Obviously he's Mr. Olympia. But from here you don't see many flaws. You actually see great abs, small waist, great neck, shoulder department, arms. The quads are not bad, but they maybe lack a little bit in separation. Also the calves don't look bad. So this is a good pose for Brandon. I would not say anything here. Now we come to the back double biceps. Again, he has great biceps. He has great arms. You see that his lats are really coming out. Small waist. Look at that small waist. You never see like a bloated stomach with him. Again, like the legs are obviously in the same position. Here again, you see that just he lacks a little bit in details. He needed. If he would have some more separation, some more deep cuts, his legs would look way bigger. This is like, I think he wanted to do like a classic pose, so because it's very similar to the last pose, I won't say much to this, but only that Brandon is a classic guy. So he's like the classic, he's the men's open version of a classic physique competitor, so to say. I think that's what they want to see. That's what they're striving. They wanted to have after Sean Roden, who was also a very classic guy, because they wanted to fight against the distended gut issue that we had. Now you see the side chest pose. This is a very good pose, especially from the upper part of Brandon's body. You see his vascularity, you see the chest, you see great shoulders and arms. Again, the legs could be fuller. You definitely see that they could be fuller both in the quads and in the hamstring department. His calves are also not bad, but also not that good, to be honest. Now this is a back double biceps. Back lat spread. This looks pretty good from the back part of it, but you have to say that now we see that his legs lack in details. So this is actually a thing where now we come more and more. I will say a word to any pose and how Phil could beat him. So now we come more and more to the parts where Phil could definitely completely destroy him. Phil's legs overall are way better than Brandon's. His legs still lack. They're not very good. I don't see Brandon Curry. I would never say that Brandon Curry has Mr. Olympia legs. Never. Look at this. No details, no separation, no real mass. The size is way smaller than his upper body. His calves are nothing very good. So this could be a pose where Phil could just destroy him with his hands. Now this is a great pose again for Brandon because all his strengths are coming into play. Now, the back double biceps, he has a good back double biceps, I would say. Again, the leg department here comes out as weak. That's another part, the back department, I would say that Phil is also superior to that. Phil has a better back than Brandon Curry. So this also could be a pose where he could just beat him. This is an amazing pose for Brandon. I think that in the most muscular pose, you could not, you can't say that Phil will very likely beat him. He looks amazing here. It's just almost a perfect shot. It looks amazing. Here you also see that if he flexes the legs right, at least from the front, they are not bad. Now again, back lat spread. Yeah, that's just, and he has a amazing small waist. To sum it up, Phil, we always say or said for years and way prior to me, contests are won from the legs and the back. So I think both in the leg and in the back department, Phil is superior, and that's exactly the points where he could beat him. The only thing that because of Phil that he lost, the last time he was there, was just his stomach. If he would have had his stomach under control, he would have won the 8th title and probably wouldn't retire, and probably would have had 10 now, or 9, I don't know. I didn't exactly counted it, but you get the idea. So the superior things of Brandon, I will talk about that in a separate video. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumb up. So to sum it up, seeing those pictures, going to the mandatory poses, you definitely see that Phil could be superior to Brandon, especially in the leg area. And talking about the leg area, especially in the hamstring area, and also calves and also glutes, and the back, especially, and talking about the back, especially like the back double bicep shot. So I would say because of those shots that they could be game winning, back double bi and all poses where you clearly have the hamstring, the back leg department, the calves into play. What do you think? I think this is how Phil could beat him. Of course, you also have to keep one thing in mind: people are not getting younger. When we say that, when I say that, I always have the last appearance of Phil Heath in my mind. But in the meantime, he could have got significantly worse or even better. So we don't know. We will see. Subscribe. Olympia's coming. Bye.